Good day, good day, good day, everyone. I hope you are doing well. It's good to be with you today. Welcome to Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and Sip is spirit in practice because practice makes progress. So, I am an ordained interfaith minister, religious science practitioner, spiritual life coach, and the spiritual director at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living in New York. And all of this is my ministry of joy, where I support people in living life in joy connected to their yes. So if you need support, if you're feeling lost, if you're feeling like I need to take it to the next level, please reach out to me. You can send me a DM and we can set up some time to talk. Yes? Yes. All right. So, good day. It's wonderful to be with you all today for our next episode of our journaling series. So let me just say some good days to Pastor Al. It's good to see you. It's good to see you from the snowy mountains of Colorado. So there's a couple of folks from Colorado now. So it says Facebook user. So I don't know if that's Linda or Geraldine. So let me know who is saying good morning from the snowy mountains of Colorado. Hey, Wayne, I love that star shine. Back at you, cowboy. Good day, Julian. Happy Thursday to you. Oh, there's the birthday man. Tim, we was giving you birthday love yesterday. I hope you had a wonderful birthday yesterday. And I mentioned that you are doing a fundraiser for the American Heart Association, and that's how people can celebrate your birthday with you. So please go to Tim's Facebook page and make a donation. He's seeking to raise $200. So I know that that organization is near and dear to Tim. So please support him. Good day, Nan. Oh, it's Linda. Okay, Linda from the snowy mountains of Colorado. All right, Linda, it's wonderful to be with you all. And Pastor Alice sending you birthday blessings, Tim. All right, y'all. All right. So let's continue our journey with journaling. And it's a specific type of journaling. It is inspirational, right? Inspirational journaling. And so I have been sharing my some of my journaling posts with you. And I hope that it has been informative and inviting and encouraging for you to start journaling, to um, to take your journaling to another level within yourself. So that's my intention behind this. So we have journaled through Funkville. We started with Funkville because sometimes you just feel funky, right? Sometimes you feel a little down, right? And you don't want to write all that stuff down. You want to be able to shift yourself, and inspirational journaling is a tool that we can use to help us, yes, acknowledge how we're feeling, because we're not going to act like we don't feel how we feel. It's important to feel our feelings. However, we don't have to wallow in it. We don't we don't have to become a victim to it, right? We can minister to ourselves, right? To help us see from a higher perspective, see through the eyes of love, see through the eyes of our quality. Yes? So we went by that. The doors open at Funkville Station and we did not get off. We kept going until the doors opened at a station that served us better. So that was on Monday. And then on Tuesday, I share moments, right? Just how each our life is a is a series of moments, right? And if we could live in the moment, that impacts the next moment, the next moment, and the next moment. So there is truth to living in the moment, right? And creating from a place of conscious choice. So that was the momentum of moments on Tuesday. And then yesterday, I shared about some of my writings about memories that come up, right? And so yesterday, I shared about the memory of my father and a belief of unworthiness and also a belief of joy about myself and how we can use our memories because we need to be very vigilant about how much truth we assign to memories because some memories, y'all, we just make up. Like it did not happen. But that's the mind, the brain, this tool is so powerful that we could actually make up a memory that did not actually happen and then believe that it happened. And then we have memories of things that happen. But still, in those memories, we may be adding or taking away. Memories are tricky. They're tricky, but we can still use our memories and ask the question, is this a limiting thought? Is this a unlimiting thought? Is this a limiting belief? Is this an unlimiting belief that this memory is triggering so that we can become conscious and shift if we need to? So that was yesterday's, right? And how do I feel? How does that memory, what feeling that does that memory trigger for me, right? What memory, what feeling does this memory trigger for me? And get into our emotions and the feeling tone and see if that's the feeling tone that we want to have guide our day or not. And if it's not, we could write it out so we could start to shift, right? We could use our spiritual tool of journaling to shift and to reframe. Yes. So today, I am going back a couple of years. So I'm going back to 2020, which for most of us was a challenging year. It was a challenging year. And so I was digging around in some of my old journals, and I have been journaling since I was a teenager. So I have, I think the oldest journal I have is when I was in high school. And that is a hot mess. The stuff I wrote about when I was in high school, oh Lord have mercy. It was not inspirational at all. It was something. And I would say I consistently journaled throughout my 20s and 30s and so on. So it's very powerful and it has evolved over time. I did not always do inspirational journaling because I didn't even know that was a thing. I used to just write what I did that day, right? And that's another type of journaling. But as a spiritual tool, as a spiritual practice, it is something that we use to support ourselves. To support ourselves. I see you, Tim. Yes, those teenage journals. There's something. Yeah, let's use our imagination. Yes, yes, yes. So today I'm going to share from a journal entry that I did on October 4th, 2020. So this was in my birthday month, 2020. So 2 years ago. And as you know, what do? I date them. I put the time. I put where I am. I put the day of the week and I give it a title. So this is October 4th, 2020 at 6:18 a.m. It's on a Sunday. I was home and I titled this Connecting the Dots. Connecting the Dots. So sometimes I usually do my inspirational reading before I do my journaling because sometimes my readings inspires my journaling. And that's another journaling prompt that you can use. When you read something inspirational, you could take something from what you read and journal about it. So in this case, there was a quote that I read in the Science of Mind magazine that really connected with me, and I wrote it down in my journal, and that triggered the rest of what I wrote. So here we are. This is the quote, and the quote is by Steve Jobs. You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust the dots. Mm. So you have to trust the dots will somehow connect in your future. I love that. Oh, and I wrote that. I love that. That's a whole sermon in itself. It's only a page in my 365 daily guide of living life in joy. So I'm sharing something here, y'all. I have a desire to write a 365 guide, right? You know those inspirational books. You have one inspiration for each day. I want to write one of those. I want to write one of those. So 365 daily guides of living life in joy. The book that is being made now for the future. SIP is my connecting the dots moment now. I can take each sip and capture the teaching of the day and transform it into a daily inspiration for my 365-day book. Emmett Fox took his ideas of the law and wrote the same book over and over again with different titles and formats, from daily guides to booklets to books. Brilliant, brilliant idea of oneness and wholeness. This is a connecting the dots moment for me right now. Since April 6th, I say, I started this SIP, but when I look back and self-reflect, I have been doing this work of preparation to something more from the first moment I walked into Lincoln Center and my whole view of life shifted. And I knew there was a languaging that I seek to speak fluently in was already speaking to me my whole life. And now I understood what it was saying and whispering to my heart all my life. Dot, dot, dot is another three-letter word. Could this be the next SIP series? It certainly is a page in my book. So, journaling also captures our journey. It captures our journey. Oftentimes, I go back and look in some of my journals, and I will be writing about some upset, maybe, and that upset has been resolved now. And I could see how each step led me to a healing, a resolution, a revolution, a evolution, right? So our journaling captures those dots connecting. It captures those dots connecting. So when I say that everything changed for me when I walked into Lincoln Center, I'm talking about when I was in my 20s, the the boyfriend I had at the time took me to Lincoln Center, and that was the first time that I learned about these teachings. The first time that it resonated with me when I saw Stuart Grayson, and then when I saw Eric Butterworth at Lincoln Center. They used to have service right across the street from each other. And Eric Butterworth really resonated with me. And so I started to attend services at Lincoln Center by Eric Butterworth. And it totally changed my life, totally changed my life. Those teachings, right? That moment of walking into Lincoln Center, right? And so that was a dot connecting for me. And that dot continues to connect, right? Dot after dot after dot after dot. And I have so much of that captured in my journals, so much of it captured in my journals. So, this is how we can serve ourselves in such a loving and inviting way, right? So, that's today's inspirational journaling. I hope that it resonates with you. All right. All right. So let's go on to some joy news. Let's go to some joy news and put up the banner. There we go. So, Saturday. Today's Thursday. Yes. Saturday, we will be having our second healing circle for Sekou. I'm calling it the Marathon Edition, and it's happening this Saturday, October 29th, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time via Zoom. And it's the Zoom link is bit.ly Sekou Healing Circle. Okay, so just come on 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I will guide you through the whole process. The only thing you need to bring is a healing consciousness. Just bring the love. That's all you need to do, right? I'm going to be with Sekou. I'm so excited about that. I'm flying out on Friday to Nashville, and I will be with Sekou. And we will do this. Yes, we will. Also, please join, if you haven't already, join the Facebook group. There's a new Facebook group called Help Sekou Win a Guinness World Record. Okay? Help Sekou win a Guinness World Record. That's what we're doing. Okay? So please join that Facebook page. There's a lot of information there about how you can support, how you can become an ambassador. Thank you to Nan for saying yes to being an ambassador for Sekou as he walks the marathon. He is walking the marathon on November 6th, and he is beating the Guinness World Record for having raised the most money during the marathon. And this is a specific period of time when he starts and when he finishes the marathon. So that's when the giving happens. Okay? Not before, not after. During the time that Sekou is walking in the marathon. So we'll be giving updates and more information about that as we get closer to the date. But it's coming up, y'all. It's the Sunday after next. Yeah. So it's right around the corner. It's right around the corner. So we got work to do because the goal is to raise over $25,000. I have pledged to raise $1,000. So I'm looking to my congregation of joy to give. And I'm inviting you to make a pledge now of $25. Just send me an email and say, Reb Mel, you got me. I'm pledging $25 to support Sekou in winning this race. Yes? Yes. All right. All right, so that's Saturday, and then Sunday, Living Life in Joy at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and Sunday in Praise at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living, where I am the spiritual director. Go to our Facebook page for the live stream. You can join us on Zoom by going to rocklandcsl.org, just clicking on Sunday service, and you'll be in the Zoom room. All right. All right. I think that's all I have to share today. We're going to wrap up the journaling series tomorrow. And I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. And I especially look forward to seeing you all on Saturday for the Healing Circle for Sekou. So peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and justice. We are living life in joy, connected to our yes. And I just I just scanned the comments, so I just want to capture a couple of things here. I want to say I want to just thank Bonnie and acknowledge her for her kind words. You continue to change my life in beautiful ways. I so appreciate that, Bonnie. Thank you, Lindsay. You'll check out Lindsay's show tomorrow, Practicing Infinite Possibilities at 12 o'clock Eastern Time, right here on New Thought Media Network. Yes, Wayne, let's honor the creative. That inspirational journaling is honoring the creativeness, the creativity of who we are. Yes? And Nan, thank you. Wow, how wonderful you got to hear and see Eric Butterworth speak live. So cool, girl. It was an experience. Lincoln Center, you know how big it is. It was full. Every seat was full. It was a time. Yes, it was. It was a time. And I am so grateful to have witnessed him in the flesh. Lindsay, thank you, love. Thank you all. Thank you all for doing your work, to ministering to yourself, for trying out something new or something old in a different way with inspirational journaling. So let me say again, peace and blessings, peace and justice. We're living life in joy because we are connected to our yes.